The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra launched with what sounded like an incredible display upgrade. Samsung told media, including myself, I was there, that the phone featured a 10-bit display capable of showing over 1 billion colors. But shortly after launch, something strange happened. Samsung corrected the information and confirmed the display is actually 8-bit. And for me, it kind of went down because I uploaded a video 72 hours later of using the S26 Ultra, and I recorded that video knowing the information that I was provided during my briefing, having a 10-bit display. And this news broke out after I published the video. So that video had a lot of comments, so I wanted to make a separate video talking about the display. Did Samsung make a mistake? What happened? Is the display worse than we thought? And most importantly, does this actually matter in real world use? So I kind of want to break down the entire situation of kind of what has been going on so far. So before this phone launched, Samsung briefed journalists, reviewers, the media, including myself, with all the information that we needed to know. And this S26 Ultra, actually the entire series, was described as a 10-bit panel. Now, a 10-bit display means the screen can display over 1 billion colors compared to the 16.7 million colors of a traditional 8-bit panel. So naturally, early coverage reported, including myself, that the S26 Ultra had a 10-bit display upgrade. And that sounds like a major improvement, right? For HDR video, for gradient smoothness, for professional content viewing, color accuracy. But after the phone launched with like Galaxy Unpacked and the release of the information, Samsung issued a clarification. A Samsung spokesperson did confirm that the Galaxy S26 series uses an 8-bit display panel. This means that this S26 Ultra does not have a native 10-bit display panel. And the clarification also confirmed that this applies to the entirety of the lineup, S26, S26 Plus, and the S26 Ultra. So yeah, these phones are not using 10-bit panels. So Samsung explained that the improvement in color and image processing comes from display processing powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy chip, not from the panel hardware itself. In other words, the chip processing pipeline improves color rendering, but the panel itself is still 8-bit. Now, some believe that this display may be using 8-bit plus FRC, so frame rate control. And frame rate control is a technique that rapidly alternates colors between frames to simulate additional color depth. This can make gradients appear smoother and reduce visual banding, even though the panel itself is technically 8-bit. So many high-end monitors use this technique as well. Does this mean that the display is worse? Well, even though the S26 Ultra is 8-bit, the display still looks better than the S25 Ultra in real-world use, and there are a few reasons for that. So it still includes several improvements that affect the display experience. There's better image processing, and that's with the 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, which introduces improved image processing pipelines. So this is going to help with smoother gradients. This is going to help with improved HDR tone mapping and better color rendering. And then there's also the Pro Scaler upscaling. So Samsung introduced this Pro Scaler, and this improves lower resolution content. So this means things like YouTube videos, streaming content, older media can appear sharper and more detailed. Essentially, they kind of took the tech that's found in their TVs and brought it down into their phones, which is great. And then there's obviously display calibration. Samsung has refined its color tuning and calibration. Even with an 8-bit panel, the S26 Ultra produces richer colors, smoother transitions, better HDR reproduction compared to previous models. And in daily use, I've been using this for a little over a week now, the display is still excellent. The 6.9-inch QHD plus AMOLED display is great. It's got high brightness. I think 2600 nits is plenty bright. Yes, its competitors have a higher peak brightness, but that's okay. It's got excellent contrast and vibrant color reproduction. And when comparing it to its predecessor, this display looks slightly more refined overall. So while the spec confusion is real, the actual viewing experience is still an overall improvement. Now, the issue here isn't that the display looks bad. The issue is communication. Samsung originally described the display as 10-bit. I was there, which implies a hardware upgrade, but later clarified that the panel itself is 8-bit. So for tech enthusiasts, for reviewers, like for me, when I was told that, okay, yeah, that's a great improvement, let me talk about that. And for tech enthusiasts, that's something they're looking for because they want to have the best tech. But that distinction does matter. However, because native 10-bit panels are different from 8-bit panels with processing enhancements, like you're going to see that difference when you make use of those panels. So the controversy does come down to expectations. People expected a hardware upgrade. Instead, what we got was mostly processing improvements. So should you still care? I'll tell you this, for most users, maybe if you're in the comment section, you probably care. But for most users who are going to T-Mobile, who are going to Verizon or AT&T, they're not going to. They may, but most of them won't. And knowing through my experience working at Best Buy, selling devices like the Galaxy S26 Ultra, although back then I was selling the Galaxy S10 series as well as the S20 series, they're not going to care. Most people probably won't. They'll never notice the difference between native 10-bit enhanced image processing. What people will notice is the brightness, the contrast, the HDR performance. And in those areas, this device still delivers an excellent display. So just to kind of wrap things up, the Galaxy S26 Ultra display situation, yes, it's a bit confusing. And it was originally described as 10-bit, then it was clarified as having an 8-bit panel with improved image processing. But despite all that, it's a great display. So my takeaway is this overall display experience is still one of the best on any smartphone, especially here in the US, if not the best. Like I think it truly performs better than display quality than my iPhone and then my Pixel. Now I want to hear from you. Does this change how you feel about the Galaxy S26 Ultra or the S26 series in general? Or do you think the real world experience matters more than the specs? Let me know in the comments down below. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to smash the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. Definitely be sure to check out my latest wallpaper pack. It's called Aura Layers. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.